Hey everybody, it's May 30th, 2017, and this is the Chuck Baker vlog number 395, and it's a Tuesday, a warm Tuesday, and didn't do much today, just got some running around done, and made a few phone calls for my business, and then found some news stories to talk with you about, but I want to know how everybody's doing. How the heck is everybody? I really want to know, so put a note down there in the comments and let me know how you're doing, what you're up to. And like I said, I got 6 stories to talk with you about, so let's get to it. First one here is U.S. successfully intercepts a long-range missile for the first time. So with the North Korea testing their nuclear program, nuclear program for the first time, it made people kind of, I won't say afraid, just kind of apprehensive. So they started testing out this system for intercepting missiles that might be directed at our country. And the first test here was really successful, so I'm sure they're going to keep expanding on that. So if anything new develops with that, I will let you know. Next story here is Olivia Newton-John diagnosed with breast cancer for the second time. She has had breast cancer. Well, she had breast cancer 25 years ago, and now it's come back. She had been having some back pain, so she went to the doctor, and they had discovered that her breast cancer had returned, and it had metastasized down into her sacrum. So she's going to be getting some radiation treatments, and she's postponing the concerts that she was due to have in June. And she's just taking it easy and conferring with her doctors and trying to get better. And I wish her all the best and hope she gets better soon. Next story here is Germany doesn't want U.S. intelligence help with its election, U.S. officials say. Well, gee, do you blame them? I mean, why would they want our help with their election? Because we did such a stellar job with ours? Letting the Russians hack us and work to get Donald Trump elected president? Yeah, I'm sure they don't want the same thing happening at their election. So I think they're just going to go their own way this time. The German chancellor's not impressed with Donald Trump, and can't say as I blame her. A lot of people in this country aren't impressed with Donald Trump, but hey, we got what we got. But yeah, they're not wanting our help, so we should just leave that alone. Next story here. This is an update to a story I told you yesterday concerning Tiger Woods. This doesn't mean what you think. Yesterday, everybody was assuming that he was drunk again, and that's why he was arrested for DUI, but actually, he wasn't drinking. His alcohol level was 0. Not a nothing. What was going on was he had had back surgery a couple of weeks ago, I guess now, and he's on some pretty heavy pain medication. And he was in his car, and he started feeling woozy and dizzy and not really knowing where he was, so he pulled over. And I guess he had passed out or went to sleep, and his car was still running. So that's when the cop showed up, and he couldn't pass the sobriety test because he was having trouble walking and having trouble with his balance and focusing on things. So they assumed that he was drunk under under the influence of alcohol. But he had actually had a reaction to his pain medication, but he is still being charged with driving under the influence because he did have pain medication in his system, and that caused him to uncoordinated in his driving. So, but I don't know. He started feeling bad and he pulled over. So it's not like he intended to get on his pain medication and then go driving, because people drive with pain medication all the time and don't have any adverse reactions. But he may have had an allergic reaction. You don't know, or he might have accidentally taken too much. You don't know. So there's still some things that need to be ironed out about this that I've found out. So if anything else develops, I'll let you know. And as always, all these articles that I talked with you about today are on my Google Plus page, and there will also be links to these stories down in the description so that you can take a look at them at your leisure. Next story here is broken glasses of Guardian reporter Ben Jacobs headed to the Newseum. I didn't even know they had a museum for newspapers and reporters and things, but obviously I guess they do, because they've requested that Ben Jacobs glasses be sent to them for their collection. Now, at the time after the altercation happened and his glasses got broken, some people started a GoFundMe page to get him some new glasses, but he wanted the money donated, and he's got his glasses. I guess he paid for them himself. I don't know. But yeah, there's actually a museum for news. Okay, go figure. I didn't know that. And then the last story. Cleveland police officer who shot Tamir Rice is fired. Back in 2014, Tamir Rice, he was playing in the park. He had a toy gun. Somebody saw him in there and called the police. And even at the time when it was reported, the caller said it was probably a toy gun. But when the police officers got there, they rolled right up almost next to Tamir Rice and barely got out of the car before the one officer in the passenger seat started shooting and killing him. Well, that officer's been fired, but not for killing Tamir Rice. No, not at all. He was fired because he lied on his application when he joined the police force in Cleveland. That's what he was terminated for, not for the shooting. And the officer that did the driving that day, he was suspended for 10 days for not following proper procedure. And the 911 operator that took the call was also suspended for not following proper procedure. So there's no criminal charges for killing this little boy. He just gets fired and he'll go on to find another job somewhere. I think there should be more to that. He should have been. The grand jury declined to indict, but the prosecutor has the options of not going with the grand jury recommendation, and I think he should have prosecuted, because there was no reason why that little boy should have been shot to death. I just can't see it. What do you guys think? Do you think that he should have been charged with murder or manslaughter or anything? Or do you think getting fired is good enough? Let me know down there in the comments what you think, if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. And we'll get a discussion going here maybe. And that's it for today, everybody. I hope you liked my video, and if so, please give me a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And take a look at my social media sites, G+, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you missed yesterday's vlog, just click on the image there And also, please check out my website, the Chuck Baker homepage at chuckbaker.org. Till tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.